In the rush of our daily lives, we often struggle with stress and worry. Work pressures, money troubles, or personal issues can sometimes make us feel like we're carrying a heavy load. During such times, we wish for a guiding light, a piece of wisdom to help us find peace and calm. This is a story about that journey, experienced by a young farmer and guided by a wise monk. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, there was a monk known far and wide for his wisdom. He had an amazing ability to bring calm to anxious hearts, and people from all over came to him, hoping to find peace in the midst of their struggles. In this same village, there lived a young farmer who worked tirelessly to provide for his family. Despite his hard work, he was often weighed down by stress and anxiety, especially when times were tough. Whether it was a poor harvest, rising debts, or family arguments, he found it hard to stay calm and keep his peace. One day, while working in his field, the farmer noticed a man sitting peacefully under the shade of a large tree. It was the monk, and he seemed to radiate a calmness that immediately drew the farmer's attention. Curious, the farmer approached him, hoping to find relief from the chaos in his own mind. "Master," the farmer said, a little unsure, "I often feel overwhelmed by life's pressures. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to stay calm when things go wrong. Can you teach me how to find peace in the middle of all this confusion?" The monk smiled gently and motioned for him to sit. "My friend," he began, "calmness doesn't come from running away from pressure but from facing it with a calm heart and a clear mind." The monk then shared a story. Once, there was a skilled archer, a young man known for his precision. Yet, he often struggled with the pressure of competition. Whenever he faced an opponent, his hands would tremble, and his aim would suffer, causing him to lose. One day, he decided to seek the wisdom of an old monk who lived on a distant mountain. "Teach me how to stay calm and focused during a match," he begged. The monk listened, then handed him a single arrow. "Tell me, what do you see?" he asked. The young archer looked at the arrow, noticing its fine design and sharp tip. "I see an arrow," he replied. The monk nodded, smiling. "Yes," he said, "but what else do you see?" Confused, the young man looked around and noticed the wind and the trees moving behind him. "I see the wind," he said slowly, "and the trees swaying in the background." "Yes," the monk replied, "you see the wind, the trees, and everything around you. But do you see yourself?" The young man thought for a moment and realized, with surprise, that he hadn't thought of himself at all. "No," he answered quietly. The monk put a comforting hand on his shoulder. "Remember this," he said, "in the midst of chaos, it is not the arrow that finds its target, it is the archer." With these words, the monk encouraged the young man to focus on himself and the present moment. He explained that calmness comes from controlling distractions and maintaining focus, rather than worrying about everything happening around him. The farmer listened closely, deeply moved by the monk's words. For the first time, he understood that true peace did not come from controlling the world around him but from managing his own inner thoughts. Armed with this new understanding, he returned to his farm with a sense of purpose and confidence. From then on, he no longer let life's pressures overwhelm him. Instead, he met each challenge with courage and calm, knowing that real peace came from within. This story of the farmer and the wise monk is a timeless reminder that true calmness and peace are found inside us. No matter how strong life's storms may be, we have the power to face them with grace and strength. By staying in the present moment, managing our mindset, and embracing life's challenges, we can find calm in the midst of chaos and come out stronger than before. So let us heed the lessons of this story and work toward becoming the architects of our own serenity. The journey to inner peace begins with a single step, the step toward mastering the chaos within. If we look closely at our own lives, we'll find moments like the young farmer's, times when the weight of our responsibilities and worries feels too much to carry. We may feel pressured by work, strained by finances, or overwhelmed by personal struggles. Yet, just as the monk taught the farmer, peace and calm aren't about controlling the world around us. Real peace begins with controlling our inner world, how we respond to life's challenges, and the thoughts we let occupy our minds. In reality, we can't always change the circumstances or the pressures we face, but we can change how we approach them. By staying present, focusing on what we can control, and letting go of what we cannot, we find a steady calm within. It's not always easy, and it takes practice, but like the archer, our aim becomes sharper, our direction clearer, when we focus on ourselves and the present moment rather than on everything happening around us. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger, more resilient, and wiser. Life's storms may continue, but by grounding ourselves in calmness, we can face them with courage. True peace is always within us, waiting to be found. It's up to us to unlock it, one moment of clarity at a time.